cause we coming to get y'all. Saints plus soul equals Super Bowl. Ask Joe, ask Soul, now you been told. Now you know we on the road and we big and bold. You opened up your mouth, now you're knocked out cold. We coming to get ya, I bet you won't win. Left hook, right hook, again and again. We got that high-powered offense with that lethal bunch. We're the bullies of the block and we'll take your lunch. So to all of my hoodats across the land, and to all other teams that don't understand, we coming to get ya, I go, it's Super Bowl. We gonna beat the Lombardi, black everybody, let's go. Saints fans, let's get for the black and gold, now let's go. It's rainbow and any competition, yeah, we coming to get ya, let's go. Saints fans, let's get for the black and gold, now let's go. It's rainbow and you better run it out, cause we coming to get ya. Saints plus soul equals Super Bowl.
What's up? What's up? And welcome to another edition of Tell It Like It Is Sports Talk Podcast. What's up, Saints Nation? Where we don't sugarcoat shiznit, just real talk from real people. I'm your host, Soul Saint, and as usual, Saints plus soul equals Super Bowl. Hey, still got a little hope. Tonight, we have a special show. I got my guys, but I also have my guys from Sports Overtime that came to join in. You know, so we're going to have a rock'em sock'em good time. First of all, without any further ado, let me introduce my guys. David King, the sports guru. Where you at, boy?
Saints, who that? All day, every day.
And my boy, y'all know him, Mike Teasy.
Oh, I'm in the place, baby. I'm in the place tonight. Indeed. Mickey Mikey is in the building. Absolutely.
Let me introduce my man. My man's a good dude, brother. Good man right here, man. My boy, Nathan Murphy from Sports Overtime, baby. Where you at?
What up, y'all? What's up? Listen, man, I'm glad to be here with you guys, man. It's going to be a dope show tonight for sure. I'm excited.
Oh, man. And look, you know I got my boy Teddy G in the place to be. He goes by the what? Where you at, Teddy?
Whoa, it's me, Teddy G, representing for the 1, 2, 3. We didn't have to win 3, but we gonna win 2. What I'm saying that we about to do, I'm about to be quiet for a little bit, but I'm gonna tell you this, and this is true. We going Sports Overtime, tell it like it is, double overtime. Let's get it.
We're gonna jump right into it, you know, because we're gonna have a fire show tonight. Our Saints lose another big game that we had to win, you know. But I'm not that sad, you know. They defeat the Saints 20-3. The Saints were missing 22 players out with COVID. You know, why wasn't this game rescheduled? Now, I look back over the weekend and I look at the Cleveland game was rescheduled. Bunch of games that was supposed to come on last Saturday was rescheduled, and they had a lot less players that had COVID. Why wasn't the Saints game rescheduled? Can you answer that for me, Nathan? Anybody? Why wasn't our game rescheduled?
I mean, it's pretty simple, man. It's pretty simple. The NFL just hates us. It's just simple as that, man. The NFL hates us, and the reason why I say that is because think about this. The Saints played on Monday. Tuesday, the NFL came out with a new rule that said that instead of these players testing for 10 days, they only got to test for 5 days. So why didn't they do that the week prior when you knew the Saints had 22 players out with COVID? So, man, it's a simple answer, man. The NFL just hates the Saints. I don't know what Sean Payton did to Roger Goodell or lady or his sister or whoever, but, man, they just hate us, bro.
They do, you know. David?
I'm going to add to this. What Nathan said is true. I agree with him 100%. And we got to think about it like this, too. The NFL is a business. They're going to please the big market team, the Giants, the Cowboys, the Rams. I mean, the big market team. Because it's all about ratings. It's all about ratings, and it's all about making the fans happy, the big market team. So for us in New Orleans or Saints fans, we're pretty much kind of screwed until we get, Roger Goodell out of the commissioner's role and get somebody else that's going to treat everybody fairly.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with that, and it also stems too, you guys, with obviously with the no call in the NFC Championship game,
Yeah.
and then Sean Payton wearing a clown shirt underneath his shirt at training, and just Roger, just Sean Payton not liking Roger Goodell after that whole situation. Now you got to also understand what happened this year. Sean Payton is now, he basically took himself off the committee because he didn't believe what the committee was doing and the decisions that the committee was making. So he took himself out of that situation. And that was basically a slap in the face to Roger Goodell, like what you're doing and the company that you're, head of, you're not doing the job right. So I don't want to be a part of a committee that's going to make your life easier. So I'm out. So that also plays a factor into it too.
I agree with you guys. I'll also say Monday Night Football played a factor. It was the last game of the week. So, the game was going to happen. The game was going to go on. So, at the end of the day, it was the last 3 games of the season. When are you going to reschedule? There ain't no more bye weeks. There's no more bye weeks. So the Saints just had to tough it out. We had a chance to see Ian Book. We got a chance to see him. But, it's hard to give him a grade because he had absolutely zero help out there. And the offensive line, when Teron Armstead said he was not COVID, but he still wasn't going to play, that's when I knew. I said, this game is a sacrificial game. However, what's good about that loss is that it was an AFC team.
Yeah, it still was bad on the win-loss, but we still have life. We're on life support, but we still have life as far as making the playoffs. I just look at, like Nader was saying, the NFL hates us, and I don't know if they have a meeting with all the referees that do our game, and they'll tell them, make sure you don't give the Saints those bang, those close calls. Because I'm there at the game, right? And I look at Marshawn Lattimore, which he shouldn't have did it. He takes a guy and slings him out of bounds, and the flags come flying. The next series, the Dolphins do the same exact thing, even worse to me. To me, it looks worse. And there's no flags. It's amazing to me, man. It's amazing. I don't know if you guys saw that, but
yeah. I mean, I was there too. I was at the game, and I seen it, and it's just like, at this point, man, you're kind of immune to it as a Saints fan, right? When something doesn't go right, or you see something that happens that doesn't go in your favor, you're like, man, why they didn't call it? But then you think in your mind, and you're like, man, I'm used to this, like I'm immune to it now. So it kind of is hard to get. I mean, you can always get upset, but it's like, it's just realization now that we're not going to get the calls that we deserve to get. But I will say this, so I think the NFL should be embarrassed of themselves. Again, it's about money, but also too, as the NFL, as a corporation, you want to put the best product out there on the field. And the Saints obviously couldn't do that, being that they had 22 players with COVID. And then again, like I said, you come back the next day on Tuesday and say, oh, instead of waiting 10 days for a player to come back, let's just do 5 days, and if they're not asymptomatic or whatever the case may be. Well, we don't know how many players could have played in the Monday night game if they would have made that decision on a Saturday, or on a Sunday, come out and say, all right, 5 days. They already had players that were on it since Monday. Some of those players could have played, and we could have had a chance to win a game. But going into a game with 22 players down, so, I mean, what did you expect? I mean, I went to the game. I thought they had a chance. I wanted to see what Ian Book was going to do. Right. But we couldn't. I mean, you can't really judge him off of the performance because there was 22 players missing.
and not just that. The offensive line, it just was jailbreak, bro. And they, even the commentator said that they were throwing some schemes, some defensive schemes at this guy. a rook, for a rook, this is like rocket science, I mean, and the poor guy, I can't even give him a grade. I just give him a E for effort because he stayed tough. He didn't come out the game crying, holding his side or nothing like that. Dude got sacked 8 times, bro. And the only thing I get on him about is you got to get rid of the ball. You should know that, Ian Book. You should know that, bro. You running to the sideline, nobody's open. Don't take the sack. Don't run out of bounds with the ball. You got to throw it away, dog. That's the only thing that made me mad that he did, but I can't fault him for nothing else. He didn't have nothing to work with. We talk about separation with the wide receivers, man. Come on, we don't have Deontay. The tackles was gone. Ruiz continues his poor ass play. Sometimes he don't even block nobody. I rewind and just look if Cesar Ruiz touched anybody.
Yeah,
this dude don't touch nobody.
Yeah, and that's actually a point that I kind of wanted to touch on tonight is the whole Cesar Ruiz situation. Because going into this offseason, and going into this season, we were all saying that, not even just on Sports Overtime, but on Tell It Like It Is, that the offensive line was the focal point. It's the strong point of the offense. And we, as everybody knows, you have to win games in the trenches. And so, with that being said, he hasn't been playing up to par. He's missing. He's letting everybody pass him up. And then you got obviously Ramczyk, not playing, injured. He's been hurt. You got Teron Armstead injured. He's been playing hurt. Even Eric McCoy. Eric McCoy is my dude, but he hasn't been playing up to par this year. He's been struggling this year. So again, man, and speaking of him, he's actually on a COVID list this week. So he has COVID. So it's like, it's just the offensive line was our major thing. And that was something that we had, a lot of pride in. Like, man, we drafted first round pick this. But then this year, they're just not putting it together. And obviously, there's some injuries, right? There's some injuries. Not a lot of them have been playing together at the same time. But going into this offseason, so you got to figure out what you're going to do with Teron Armstead because he does have an injury history, right? You got to figure out what you're going to do with Pete because he's been hurt. You got to figure out what you're going to do with Ruiz. If you plan on putting Ruiz out there next year and you get a guy like Jameis coming back or you get a guy like Russell Wilson, whoever, man, you gotta have people that's going to block for them dudes, man. You can't be getting them hurt.
Right.
So
he's absolutely the weak link in our offensive line, man. He's the weak link. I think some of the backups, the guys that come in for our tackles, play better than Ruiz. They're not as good as our starting right and left tackle. Ramczyk and Teron, but these guys are playing better than Ruiz, man.
Now, Eric McCoy was a good pick. He's a good offensive lineman.
Oh, yeah, Eric McCoy is great at center. That's where he needs to be. And I don't know what we're gonna do with Ruiz. I don't know if you can trade him. I don't know if anybody will want him. They look at game film on the guy.
Yeah. He's gonna be here. He's gonna be here, guys. He's gonna be here. Y'all, everybody was talking so bad about Andrus Peat, but that man is a 3-time Pro Bowler. So what I'm saying is that at the end of the day, the Saints do well with drafting offensive linemen. I said on the outside, we were missing Teron and we were missing Ryan Ramczyk. I said the Miami Dolphins are on a 7-game win streak for a reason. They have a great defense, and they had some defensive schemes that Ian Book ain't never seen at Notre Dame. Okay, and then there was no other quarterback to talk to Ian Book. That was it. Ian Book was it. If Ian Book got hurt, Kamara was going to be the quarterback. So, I'm sorry, Blake Bortles.
Blake Bortles.
But they probably would have put Kamara. You saw they put Kamara in the Wildcat for a little bit, huh?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
They was getting desperate. They was getting desperate out there.
I'm just kind of more or less. I'm kind of more or less. I would be
Happy New Year's to you, Steve. Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to watch the game because I was stuck in the airport. But just looking at knowing what on offense Miami is capable of doing, I'm really surprised they put up 20 points. And I know we had a lot of players on COVID from defense, but you're talking about a team that struggled to run the ball, and you got a quarterback in Tua let's just be honest with you. He's not great. He can't read defenses. That's why, he'll never be nothing in NFL. And when I seen the score, it said 20-3. I said, well, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
What happened? This game probably should have been a field goal finish. We go from shutting out Tampa to giving a 20 to Miami. And like I said, I know we had a lot of players on COVID, but Miami offensively is not great anyway. We should have still held them,
Well, the reason we didn't, I know what you're saying, Dave, and the reason we didn't was because we didn't really get any offense going. It was 3 and out, so we was giving them good field position. Also, he booked through a pick six, his first pass, his second pass. I think his second pass was a pick six. So that's 7 points. Then they had 10, because we couldn't get anything established on offense.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense now.
Yeah, and then also too, Dave, like you can't blame the defense. You can't blame the defense for giving up that many points because the defense only gave up 1 touchdown. They only gave up 7 points to Jalen Waddle. Yeah, to Jalen Waddle. But I will say this: the defense didn't have no answers for Jalen Waddle. I mean, he had 10 catches in the game. I mean, he really went off.
Just 95 yards, but still, they did a lot of crossing routes.
A lot of crossing routes. Yeah, because they know that DeMario's out. They know that Quan Alexander's out. They know that these players out. I mean, if you was on their team, what would you be doing? You'd be doing crossing routes too. You trying to win the middle
of the field was going to be open.
Yeah, you trying to win the game, so you can't be really mad at them. They exploited something that they knew that they can exploit. But again, the defense only gave up 7 points. So, big shout out to them because they held their own, especially without DeMario, Quan, and those boys, But, I mean, at the same time, the offense, like Sol just said, this offense couldn't get rolling. Ian Book threw a pick six. And then Kamara, towards the end of the game, he fumbled the ball. They picked the ball up. They ran it for a touchdown. So, I mean, at that point, the game was over anyway. It was a wrap. So that was just the icing on the cake, And it's just sad that the one thing I will say that frustrated me this season so far, because I've been to 4 games this year in the Superdome, and man, the one thing that really frustrated me is that whenever we play an opposing team, there's a lot of fans from the opposing team in the Superdome, and they're at the end of the game wilding out, go Dolphins, go Bills, go Cowboys. And I mean, literally, man, and so can attest to this. The Bills game in the Superdome, I've never seen so many opposing fans in the dome in a long time like that.
You know why? I always have said Saints fans are diehard. We the best fans, but we've been so spoiled with winning. And I think you have a few guys that jumped off the train, with us. And because I'm gonna tell you something, when I went to Tampa, bro, I was outmanned. I didn't see but a very small handful of Saints fans. It's like they just knew we was gonna lose, so nobody took the trip. I saw a few people there, and I appreciate that they came and they had the faith, just like I had the faith, because I was in a tough spot. I was on the Tampa Bay side, on the first row, right behind the Tampa Bay bench. So, and they couldn't mess with me at all.
Oh, we seen you on TV. We seen you on TV with all them people in red.
All that red behind me, man. But like I said, like Dave was saying, bro, and like you were saying, Nathan, the reason you see all these people, bro, everybody's selling their tickets now. I know a couple of people that season ticket holders. No, I ain't going to the game, man. I'm gonna make that money off my seats. And that's why we got so many of the opposing team in the dome. That's why. We giving up. We spoil and they losing now. So we giving. That's when you're a true diehard. That's when you know.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Now I will say this. I know you touched on it a little bit, so. But, we are spoiled. And, obviously when Mike Thomas was playing and things like that, we're so accustomed and used to Mike Thomas catching 10 to 12 passes a game, 135 yards and 2 touchdowns or 1 touchdown or whatever the case may be. But, I mean, the wide receivers haven't been doing anything, man. And in this game against the Dolphins the wide receivers, all the wide receivers combined. So what I mean by that is all the wide receivers plus tight ends, they all combined for 12 catches for 135 yards. I mean, come on. Like, you got to do better than that. You got to do better than that. Now, again, the offensive line was not holding up for Ian Book for him to get the ball down the field. But man, even watching the game live in HD, these dudes was not getting no separation at all. And I'm like, oh my God, they about to get this rookie quarterback killed. And like you said, so he got sacked 8 times. And the reason for that is, again, the offensive line, but the wide receivers couldn't even get no separation. Traquan Smith got hurt in the game. He had a chest injury. I'm like, oh my God, here we go with another injury, especially from Traquan Smith. Like, come on, man. So I don't know. It's just we couldn't get the running game going. We only had 23 carries for 83 yards, combined between, Ingram, Kamara, Jones. I mean, it just was a bad performance overall. But again, what could you do with 22 players out? Couldn't really do anything. So look, we just take our L and we keep it moving, right?
Well, as far as the wide receivers go, I kind of expected them not to perform very well. I mean, come on, you're talking about Xavier Howard, who is top 2, top 3 corner in the league, and the corner on the other side, I think his name is Boyd or something like that. He's very good too. So I really did not expect the wide receiver to do anything in the passing game anyway. I was really hoping that this would have been a game for Burnett and Kamara. Those were the 2 players that I was hoping that
even Ingram
would have stepped up and taken the load in this game. But I guess evidently not. But yeah, those 2 corners from Miami, they shut down a lot of receivers.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to say I saw something that was a positive. Kamara and Ingram was in the backfield together a lot, and they did a wildcat maybe 1 or 2 times, and they picked up positive yardage. Maybe they should have went to that more. And even though, like they said, they used Kamara like they used Taysom, put him back there behind center, take Ian out, because that's one man that can't really do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Take him off the field. Don't put him at wide receiver like some offenses do, for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Take him off, bring another block on, and run that wildcat, bro. Run the ball at him, I mean, because, it was picking up positive yardage. I like that. He would do an option, fake it to Mark, either give it to Mark or he'll keep it, But just overall, it just was a bad offensive display. I think less yards than we ever had in the dome, my nigga.
Yeah. It just was frustrating, man. It just was frustrating being there and then having to walk back to your car and you like, man, we just took another L. Like it just sucked. It just sucked. But I will say this, obviously we talked about the negative. There was some positives in the game. You did have, especially with the defense, they had some highlights. You had, Marcus Davenport hitting the O-line from the Dolphins with the spin move and then sacking Tua, and then Tua fumbled the ball. And I don't know what the hell linebacker number 52 was doing, but the ball was standing right there by him. He couldn't scoop it up and pick it up. Again, just not paying attention to detail and not looking at the ball. Like, come on, man, you got to scoop that up. That was a huge possession for the Saints if they would have got that ball back right then and there, especially that early in the game. You also had Lattimore with an interception. You had Cam Jordan with 2 sacks. He did his thing. So, again, the defense had some highlights. Chauncey did his thing. He held his own against Jalen Waddle, for the most part. But other than that, man, there was nothing else. I mean, like I said, the defense only gave up 1 touchdown, which was good. So that means that the defense is really good, especially after coming off the game that they played against Brady. You would have thought like, oh, they kind of feeling themselves. They might be feeling themselves too much. They about to play the Dolphins and kind of, take the level of the defense down a notch. But they literally still were at that same notch that they were against Tampa Bay, and they only let 1 touchdown. So, again, the defense is legit, man. So, and that's without Demara. That's without Quan. I do want to give a big shout out to Pete Werner, because Pete Werner was in there. He was like a lightning missile, man. The dude got his first start, and he was all over the place.
Yeah, he had like 10 tackles.
He had 10 tackles. He was playing all 3 linebacker positions. That's something that's very encouraging moving and going on into next year, because now you have a linebacker that you know can play all 3 spots. And if there ever was an injury, he could step in.
And you know what? Zach Bond. Plus, he got ran over. You know, I saw one play where he got totally just put on his back by a running back. You know, coming up the hole. But you know, I asked the question. I went on my Facebook and I posted it. And I don't know if some of y'all might have saw it, but I said, should we just pack it up and just wait for next year, or should we just keep? Now, me, I'm a Saints fan. I always want to win. I don't care if we got a slim chance. I want to get in because you never know what might happen. But I had mixed reviews. You know, I had people saying, hey, just pack it up because you don't want to get your big players hurt. You know, what if we go through these last games, knock on wood, and have a major injury to somebody special? So you think about, should we shut Kamara down? Should we shut Mark, all your big names, and you know, or should we play it out? You know, what y'all think? I want to start with Mike. We ain't heard Mike all day, you know, all night.
So look at Jerry's comment on that.
What?
Read his comment about my shirt.
Oh, he said, what is Nader wearing? A Pelican shirt?
No pill.
Right. Mike, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How you feel about that, man? What I just said, what I just talked about.
I'm a guy that don't believe in tanking. I believe in playing it out.
That's right.
Like, God damn it, I'm gonna go down with the ship. I don't believe in tanking. I don't, because like I said, the draft. If you talk about getting draft position, just because you may get a top 10 pick doesn't mean you're gonna get top 10 talent. You're gonna get somebody that's elite talent. I mean, Joe Montana picking the 4th round, Tom Brady picking the 6th round. I mean,
right. And we don't necessarily do well with first round picks anyway. So
I don't want to talk about that. You're gonna give me the high blood pressure.
But to be optimistic, though, it is a slim chance that we can still make the playoff. But think about it, y'all. The next 2 weeks or the rest of the season, we need to be hoping that Tampa Bay loses a game. If Tampa Bay loses a division game. If Tampa Bay loses a division game, guess what? We win NFC South.
No, they closed that. They closed that book. They closed that book last week.
Who?
Tampa Bay.
How is that? We beat them twice.
They beat Carolina.
They have a better record too. They have a better record than us. We can't catch.
I'm talking about division record.
We also lost 5 games in a row. Listen, David. Listen, my boy.
But it was a division game. We only lost 2 division. We lost to Carolina.
David, my boy. Listen, hold on, calm down. David, listen, hold on. Watch this. Listen. I said, if San Francisco, this is how serious it is right now. If San Francisco wins and we lose Sunday, San Francisco then punch that ticket into the playoffs. So these last 2 games is vital. We are not the NFC South champions this year. Okay? We've been NFC South champions
another way through the wild card.
Hey, okay. And I like coming in through the wild card.
Yeah, we play better on the road than at home.
I like it. Let's go on the road then. We some road warriors, baby.
I'm 4-0.
Let's go.
I'm 4-0 on the road this year. You know, and if the Saints still got a shot, I'm gonna go to Atlanta. If they still got a shot, I'm going in.
We 1-6 at home. 1-6.
Listen, Cam Newton is not even probably starting. Okay, it's gonna be Sam Darnold again.
Yep.
And you know we owe Matt Ryan some payback. We know we owe Matt Ryan some payback. So I'm going, like I said, bro, Atlanta, some dirty birds. I'm telling you, we're coming for you. Look, we're gonna punch our ticket to the Super Bowl and into the playoffs. Into the tournament. But like I'm saying, I said we're not worrying about no NFC South champion. We don't need no T-shirt, nor a hat.
No.
That say NFC South champion. No. We just want to get in the tournament.
No, we don't need that.
And I'm not gonna say what we're gonna do when we get the playoffs. I'm just saying, watch. Once we get in, okay. The defense is so strong, the Saints are gonna do well, and they might surprise somebody. I'm telling you. You send us up there to Green Bay if you want to. I said you send us to Dallas. Let's go to Dallas. Because look, let me tell you something. I said Taysom Hill in the defense, and if Sean Payton catch COVID again, y'all about to laugh. And if Sean Payton catch COVID again, and Pete Carmichael calling the plays, they're gonna run Taysom Hill clean over Dallas. Small linebackers all day. So I'm waiting for Sean Payton. I don't wish COVID on nobody, but Omicron, I feel like everybody got that COVID right now. So if Sean Payton is not calling the plays, and you mean to tell me that these people don't realize in management, Gail Benson, somebody up there should be able to say, dang, Sean Payton, we kind of like when Pete Carmichael calls the plays.
I think
because he runs the ball. So at the end of the day, when we get in the playoffs, we're good.
I'm gonna be honest. If I was Carolina, I'd be nervous. We have a lot of players that was off a game. So hey, when we get them boys back, all these guys coming back, DeMario, Quan, they're gonna be flying like fools on that field. Hey, look, I feel sorry for Carolina, bro. I feel sorry.
I don't. They ain't feel sorry for us.
Right.
I don't.
Right. But I will say this though. So I know you asked the question. Again, I don't think we should tank, and just like Mike said, just because you tank and you get a top 10 pick, it doesn't mean that top 10 players that you pick is gonna make an impact on your team, right? So
right.
The thing that I look at is the big picture, right? And the big picture of all of this is this. Obviously, if they make the playoffs, that'd be a cool thing. I don't think, like Teddy said, I don't think, winning the NFC South this year, I think that's actually a blessing in disguise, because every year we go and get these shirts made and they have the NFC South is enough, it's not enough, or whatever the case may be. And then we go to the playoffs and then we choke. So I'm glad we didn't win the NFC South this year. And I'm glad we don't have those shirts being printed up, because I'm tired of wasting my money on them stupid ass shirts, just to be honest with y'all. Now, on the flip side of that, I will say this. If they do make the playoffs, right, for some reason, because I know Teddy brought it up, but we do need San Francisco to lose one of their next two games. And they play the Texans and they play the Rams. Now, they play the Rams in San Francisco and they beat them. So the next game is going to be in Los Angeles, and the Rams going to have it on their mind to where they want to beat San Francisco, that last game. So
I have a question.
If that's the case, hold on. If that's the case, though, right, and the Saints went out, then we get in, right? But here's the thing, too. So let's say the Saints make the playoffs for some reason, but then they're one and done, right? Mm-hmm. At least for the free agents that are out there, right, this upcoming offseason, at least those free agents could be like, man, they getting Jameis back, or they going after Russell Wilson. These dudes made the playoffs with Taysom Hill. It's very encouraging to want to sign with the Saints, because you're like, damn, they got a nice defense. Their O-line is decent. They made the playoffs with Taysom Hill and no receivers. Man, I want to go there. So that's just something to think about.
I'm gonna just show you how good we are. If we finish the season 9-8 with a winning record, and look at the adversity we went through. We had to play third-string quarterbacks, third-string linebackers. There was games when we didn't have nobody in there, and we
ain't had no home.
Right, we still finished better than some of these teams. Like, let me give a shout out to my boy Ron Crackman Crackiola. I see he's watching. I just want to say, man, y'all had a tough season, bro, and I hope y'all get a good first-round pick, because that's about what it's gonna boil down to. But I love you, Crack, and I thank you for watching and joining in, man. But go ahead.
I just want to clarify something right quick. The Saints do have a chance to win the NFC South, because right now Tampa Bay in the division is 7-4. The Saints are already won the division. Tampa Bay.
They won it, Dave. They gave
7-4.
They won it.
Are 5-5. So if Tampa Bay loses one more game and the Saints win two more games,
you don't
both teams will be 7-5, and the Saints own a tiebreaker against Tampa Bay. And that means that the Saints will get a top four, get the division and get a top four.
That's only if you have the same records, Dave. They go to that. They have a better record. They automatically won. They already NFC South.
They gave them hats. They gave them hats and shirts.
They gave them hats and shirts and everything. They already won
last week.
So they already won. Because I remember when Carolina went 7-9 and was still and won the division. over some teams that had a better record in the NFC South.
Said, brother, Tampa Bay Buccaneers shirts and hats was ugly as the fuck. Okay.
But they already won it, bro.
Yeah, they already won.
But they did say NFC South champions on there because they clinched it last week when we lost. So we lost. But them shirts was ugly.
I don't see that record wise. I don't see that.
But again,
They got double digit wins, man. We don't.
Right,
that's simple.
we almost got double digit losses. We got 8 losses, okay?
Yeah. They got double digit
Just
wins.
keeping it real, keeping it a buck.
We below 500.
Yeah.
Because as of now on NFL.com, it shows that they clinched the playoff spot, but they haven't clinched the division.
Nah, they clinched it. They clinched the division.
They clinched the playoff spot, but according to NFL.com,
they ain't updated
yes,
stuff.
it does. Okay, the Xfinity. Okay, yeah, y'all right. My bad.
Dave said, "I gotta look for myself."
Oh well, we might as well get rid of the
They didn't believe us. They didn't believe us.
Nah, because the thing is, it's like I thought they were still going by division record.
No, they go off for total.
Nah.
I mean, if one team is 10 and 6, but they lost all the division games, 6 division games. So what? If they have a better record than the other teams in that division,
It'll be nice if they go. It'll be nice if they go with that with record. You know what I'm saying? When it come to home games in the playoffs, because I thought that bullshit that happened to us when we went up there. I think that was around in 2011, 2012. We went to Seattle and they was 7-9, and we was like I think 10-6, 11-5, something like that. Yeah. I thought that was some bullshit.
Yeah, and Carolina went what 6-10 or 7-9, something like that, and they still made the playoffs because they won the division. And I know somebody. I think the Saints had a better overall record than them.
We had
division winners get the home
record.
field.
We didn't win.
They won the division. The best overall.
We didn't win the
record
division.
supersedes all that. Whoever had the best record wins. If it's a tie, then they go off of division records. Then they go out who did the best in the division. But whoever had the overall best record gonna win that division.
But again,
we might as well get ready for a top 10 pick from Ohio State, man.
But listen, that's what I was gonna say. With the loss, the Saints dropped down to the 10 seed. So again, we need the 49ers to lose one of these next 2 games. They play the Texans and they play the Rams. So we'll see what happens with that.
I want to ask y'all a question. Does Philly matter? Philadelphia Eagles. Does they matter?
Yes.
Yeah, they have to lose both games.
Even though they own the tiebreaker against it because they whooped our ass. But
That's why they got to lose both. We got to have a better record than them. Because if it come head to head, they're gonna go before us because they beat us.
Yeah, the teams that are in front of us right now are Atlanta at 7-8, Minnesota, Philadelphia, and San Francisco. Those are the teams that are in front of us right now.
And the reason Atlanta's ahead of us with the same record is because they beat us.
Yeah.
That hurts to hear Atlanta's ahead of us, man. That hurts.
I mean,
but we play them, so that's a good thing.
We control our own destiny.
Right. We get that back.
But
we can't play Philadelphia no more. So Philadelphia has to lose both their games.
And just to put it out there, right? So we said the Vikings are in front of us too. The Vikings play the Packers on Sunday Night Football this week, which is going to be an L. And they play the Bears at home next week, which they probably win that game. So that's 1-1 right there, right? Philly, on the other hand, Philly's playing at Washington this week, which is a division game that always comes down to, last minute field goals, whatever. And then the last game is Cowboys at Philadelphia. So you don't know if the Cowboys are going to be sitting starters or whatever the case may be because they wrapped up the division. I don't know. But if Dallas decides to play that game and play tough, I mean, each one of those teams.
Yeah, the Vikings only need to
at
lose
least one. Yeah, because Atlanta plays the Saints, so we gotta win that game. If we don't beat Atlanta the last game of the season, we don't need to go to the playoffs. We need to
plain and simple. Plain and simple. We need to win both games. 49ers need to lose one. Vikings need to lose one. And Philly needs to lose both.
Well, I mean, you got to remember too. So there's 7 seeds this year. So
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
there's 7
So,
seeds.
so we can get in with Philly.
Yes. Yep. We just need the Vikings to lose 1, and we need the 49ers to lose 1.
To lose 1.
And we just need a win out. And that's it. It's that simple. Win out, Vikings and 49ers lose 1 game. That's it. So again, it's not like those 2 teams are playing, you know, some dog water teams. I mean, the 49ers still got the Rams on the schedule. The Vikings got the Packers Sunday night. So, I mean, it's highly likely that those 2 teams are going to lose 1 game. So at that point, we just got to focus on us and win our 2 games.
And those teams that are at the top are fighting for that 1 bye.
Yep.
You know, so they're gonna continue playing. The Green Bay Packers, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers,
Cowboys.
Yeah, the Cowboys, they're gonna still play. Nobody gonna be sitting starters. So that's a good thing.
That's good for us. Yep.
Interesting.
Definitely. Now, speaking of the game on Sunday, the Saints game on Sunday was supposed to be at 12 noon. The game has now been moved to 3:25 p.m.
Prime time.
So it's going to be a prime
I
time
like
game.
that. I like that move.
Mm-hmm.
That way we can see everything that's happening and know what we gotta do.
That'll give us some more time to get some players off the COVID list.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, that COVID list, man, dog.
Man, it's crazy, man. It's nuts. It really is.
What y'all think about that? You know, I mean, you think that is some of this shit is phony? I mean,
I think so. So that's a good question because I think so. Because think about this, right? Why all these teams coming out, right? And they're like, oh, well, we're putting 10 players on the COVID list. This team, 10 players on the COVID list. Why the hell the Bucks ain't putting nobody on the COVID list? I'm trying to understand that. I'm trying to figure that one out.
But they played us the week before. Nobody ain't get COVID from us.
That's what I'm saying.
All our players on COVID.
Yeah. So are they testing them? Are they not testing them? Like, what's going on? I don't know. That's just very suspicious.
You know
to
why?
Me.
You know why none of Tampa Bay's players? Because they lost some of their top players. So they Goodell said, no, we're not gonna do it to Tampa.
But still, if that's the case though, and they find out that he is letting them play with COVID, oh, it's a wrap for him. And that's actually something that I would want because we need to get him out, period.
We need to get him out of there.
I'm gonna be quiet because Roger Goodell probably watching.
What's up, Richard?
Well, if he is, watch
He can watch all he want. You a clown.
What's up, D? Yeah, you're a clown, man.
You probably watching. I can't stand that. I can't.
We don't play. I
can't stand that bastard. I can't stand him.
He a straight clown.
Like I say, I know y'all were talking about it earlier in the show. Why he got a vendetta against the Saints? The overall reason why he got a vendetta is because he got embarrassed when that Bounty Gate shit happened, and he led that investigation over that Bounty Gate shit, and the Saints overruled him with Mr. Benson, and Sean brought Paul Tagliabue in there, and he overruled him. Oh, he ain't like that shit. Oh, that's what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna go get my former mentor, my former goddamn boss, and that's what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna go over my head like this, bring him in here, and he overruled me, huh? And made my investigation look like a joke, huh? Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
And he had it for our ass ever since. Ever since. All that other stuff you put in there, Nader, and all that's true, Teddy, all that other stuff. Oh, that sweetened the pot, made it even worse. But that was the root right there. When the Saints went over his head and got Paul Tagliabue and overruled his investigation and called it fraud, said this is a bullshit investigation because of the simple fact you cannot prove that. You don't have no evidence to prove that they was actually hurting players.
Well, Mike,
for money.
Mike, they told so basically they reached out to Tom Benson and they told Tom Benson to fire Sean Payton. And Tom Benson told the NFL, told Goodell,
right,
I'm not firing him. Straight up, I'm not gonna fire him. You're not gonna sit up there and try to make me do something just to be on your good side. So Tom Benson was a real one. Tom Benson was like, nah, I'm not firing him. He's a good coach. And he
the
Super Bowl.
That's right. The only emphasis, because a lot of people ask, well, why Sean Payton got suspended? Why wasn't that guy suspended? Because they violated the collective bargaining agreement. You cannot pay people extra incentives outside of NFL contracts. That's what they violated.
Right.
They couldn't prove that they was hurting people, this and that nature. But they said you cannot pay people extra money outside a contract. You're supposed to have all that negotiated in your contract according to your performance on the field. You're not supposed to have some on the side. Hey, you get a sack or you get a turnover, this and that. We'll pay you extra $2,000 or something like that. You can't do that. You cannot do that. You can't have a bonus incentive program outside the NFL contract, and that's what they violate.
That's what they
why
violate.
all the players. That's why all the players. That's why all the players got reprimanded. Jonathan Vilma, Hargrove, and all them guys. That's why they was able to get. Y'all can go ahead and play. Got that took off. But Sean Payton them was paying players for performance outside the NFL contracts, and you can't do that. That's why.
And Mike, I don't think it was in the sense of like, oh, just hurt him and get him out the game. It was just on some fun type stuff. Like we all friends. I could be like, so you get a sack this week, bro. I got you on some dinner. Or I got you. I give you $100 extra.
It was a bend but don't break style defense, and basically it was a motivational factor. That's all. It's a motivational factor. You know what I'm saying, to try to make plays, because teams were moving the ball down the field levels, but we was opportunistic. Motherfucker, you fuck up, we got you. We gonna get you. You fuck up. You hold that ball a little too long, they coming.
Facts.
Well, you throw one of them lazy ass passes out there, and I hate to mention that son bitch name, which I'm not, number 42, that bastard. He had a good year. Oh, fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him. But you know what I'm saying? Appreciate the season he did, but fuck him as a human being.
Mike, you want to call him? You want to call him, Mike? You want me to call him for you?
Don't do it. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. This number 42. I don't want to call it something.
Mike, I got his number. I got his number still in my phone.
Who is that?
Oh,
I got it.
That bastard.
Mike, I got his number in my phone, bro. Look, I got his number in my phone.
Well, call him. He ain't gonna answer the damn phone because he got about another 25 more years to do that, bastard. Call him.
I ain't calling him. Look, you have a collect call from.
Don't drop the soap, bitch.
But nah, Mike, you're right, man. You're definitely right. And just it all stems with all of that. And then obviously, he felt played and he wanted to suspend Sean Payton for the whole year. Like, come on, man. Like, you suspended the man for the whole year. Like, you couldn't do like a 3-game suspension, 6-game suspension. Right. You trying to make a statement with suspending the man for a whole year. That's wrong. But Sean Payton was a G about it. He took his suspension. He, and the thing about it was crazy. He couldn't be around the facility. He couldn't he couldn't text nobody. He couldn't do anything. So imagine if it was you, how would you feel? You're not gonna like that dude either.
Didn't this movie come out with Kevin what's his name played it? This movie, what he was doing when he was suspended?
I don't think it came out yet. Did it come out yet? I don't know if it came out. I don't think so.
Okay, with Netflix, I know they they were talking about it.
Speaking of movies, right quick, I went and saw American Underdog. I don't know if y'all seen that. That
with Kurt Warner.
Yeah,
with Kurt Warner.
That was a good story, bro.
Did they show when we bust that ass?
No, they didn't go that far. All they showed
why they show that?
When Trent Green got hurt and they let him. I tell you what, what was not Dick Vermeil? That was the year they won the Super Bowl. But that next year, the offensive coordinator, what's his name?
Mike Morris.
Mike Morris did not like Kurt Warner. And in that movie, bro, he gave that boy a hard time, bro.
Damn.
Mike Morris did not want that boy, but Dick Vermeil said something special about this guy. And when Trent Green got hurt, they said it was a tough decision, but they said we're gonna stay, and it was off of Vermeil. It was off of Vermeil because Mike Morris didn't want it.
We're gonna rally around.
Go check it out. It's a pretty good. It's a good movie. This dude went through some shit, some adversity.
Ain't it crazy how they have those type of stories, in the past, like like you just said with Trent, and you got Kurt Warner coming in taking over for him, and then you got Drew Bledsoe, and then you got Tom Brady coming in taking him and then winning the Super Bowl. It's weird, isn't it? Weird how that type of situation happens. It's similar. I know he didn't win a Super Bowl, but it's similar to like when we had Jeff Blake. You know, Jeff Blake got hurt. I remember it was a Sunday night game against.
Yeah.
Don't do this. Don't you.
When Aaron Brooks came in and then he
I'll give Aaron Brooks a bad, but Aaron Brooks, bro, I like Aaron Brooks, and he won our first playoff game. He beat the defending Super Bowl fucking champs. They had just won with Kurt Warner the year before. Then we beat them in the playoffs in 2000.
We played them back to back. We played them in the final game in the regular season that year because they was in our division that year. They was in our division that year. We played them in the final game of the regular season, and they had that first round. Bring your ass here. Bring your ass here. Bring your ass.
Sound like you eat, Mike. What you eat?
Beef jerky.
Oh. Okay.
Shout out to Aaron Brooks because Aaron Brooks was playing in G-Nights. He was playing in Air Force Ones.
I don't hate him, but every Saint fan know what he did that used to piss us off. Throw an interception and smile.
Hold up. That was his way of not being in pain because of that intercept. Some people got that reaction, bro.
You can't defend that.
Hold on. Instead of doing like Tom Brady and going to the sideline crying and throwing shit, he smiled. He said, "It's all right. I'm gonna get it next time. You know, it's all right."
Yeah, we done lost the damn. We done lost the damn game now. Shit.
The one thing that stands out about him, and then we'll jump into the Saints Panthers. But the one game I know y'all remember it. He threw a backward pass. He threw a backward pass to the offensive lineman. The offensive lineman got dragged, and then he turns around and throws the ball to the offensive lineman.
Y'all agree what Richard said?
David, I need you to mute Nader right now. He just got a bad fucking memory in my fucking head when I remember that shit.
Do y'all agree with
mute his ass now?
Do y'all agree with Richard Rich?
What'd he say?
Aaron Brooks, second best Saints quarterback all the time.
That ain't saying much.
I know. After Drew, after Drew is a big fall off.
That ain't saying much. Archie Manning ass damn show ain't number 2.
No. I said Bobby Abel.
Nathan Cannon might have something to say.
Bobby Abel won a lot of games. He 11-3, 12-4 seasons. You know, I got to give Bobby a little credit.
Bobby Abel, yeah, exactly.
Listen,
Moore
like
has some good team. They just couldn't win a playoff game.
Like you said, so it's a big.
I'm gonna give Aaron Brooks number 2 because Bobby Abel had a championship fucking defense for 4 fucking years straight from 87 to 91 and couldn't win shit.
That's true. That
was more coaching.
That's a valid point. That is a valid point, Mike.
That man had the goddamn dome patrol, man.
Okay, but he ain't had no good offensive coach.
Man, stop, man.
He ain't had no good offensive minded coach.
Hey, guess what, David? Neither did Aaron Brooks. Neither did him.
Richard said, "Preach, Mike. Preach."
Neither did Aaron Brooks.
Listen, it's a big drop off from Drew Brees. It's like having one of those dreams where you think you're falling off a cliff, and then you wake up, you're like, "Oh shit, what was that?"
Yeah, Drew Brees ahead of everybody else.
It's like.
Guess who coming to catch Breeze? Jameis. That's right, J-Bo, baby. Coming back strong. And
you gotta look at what Jameis did with the same personnel that Ian Book, Trevor Siemian, Taysom Hill did.
I tell you what,
outperformed all of those quarterbacks, but basically, the same receivers. And
even though
running back, the offensive line is more healthy.
Even though I have been banned from social media over the past 2 months, I have been seeing a few messages from a couple people that damn sure they hated Jameis Winston, but they damn sure appreciate him now. They damn sure appreciate him now. They say, man, you really wasn't all that bad.
Mike got banned for life. Bam, life.
5 and 2.
Yeah, I got banned.
5 and 2 with him. 5-2. You can't take that away from him.
Can't take that away from him.
And again, man, he brought a different element, man. He just brought that. He brought that. You know, that long ball back to the Saints offense, man. And I mean, you know, Deontay Harris catching 61-yard pass. you know, Traquan Smith 50-yard passes. I mean, we haven't seen that in a long time, you know. So no disrespect to Drew Brees, but I mean, listen, Jameis brought that element back into the Saints offense, and it showed, and it helped everybody else on the offense. It helped Kamara in the flat. It helped all of these other players, you know. So
I would love to see him get another opportunity. I really would love to see him get an opportunity with a full revamped roster, with a full offensive line. Mike T back. Hopefully, we get another number 2 wide receiver.
Hold on.
We need to find a first round receiver.
He said hoping. We better. Ain't no hoping. We better get a number 2 wide receiver.
Nader, you know how they are. You know how that damn front office is. They'll go back draft another.
We love our receiving room. We love our wide receiver room.
Teddy, y'all know I ain't lying. Who thought they were gonna draft? Who thought they were gonna draft a defensive lineman in the first round this year? Go ahead and say it. Who thought that? Say it.
You telling the truth? You telling the truth, Mike T? What I can attest to. What I can attest to. What I can attest to is the last time the Saints drafted a wide receiver in the first round. Was it number 17, Robert Meacham? Or was it Brandon Cooks?
Brandon Cooks.
It was Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks didn't last long. And before that, you had Robert Meacham. And before that, Dante. So every 10 years, they draft a wide receiver in the first round. Okay, I mean that's about 10 years apart each one.
But for
They've been drafting centers and offensive linemen.
But for those guys were, you know, drafted to be the number 2 receivers anyway, because you already had Colston as a number 1. So those guys wasn't going to be the number 1 anyway. They just came in because they were speedsters. They was just going to be taking the top off the top of the defense. That's what they was doing.
Right. No, you're right.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna be the first one to say it. Traquan Smith is soft as ice cream. That's all I gotta say. He come from UCF.
Yeah.
And that's soft serve ice cream.
But that yogurt, that boy, yogurt.
That's soft serve.
David, I owe you an apology. David, I owe you an apology. I'm done with Adam Troutman. I'm done. I can't.
Hey, y'all. Y'all want to know what they call Adam Troutman? Hey, listen. I'm not trying to be funny.
Go get a tight end.
Y'all want to know what they call Adam Troutman in the locker room?
What they call him?
They call him Fish Boy.
He damn sure that.
I've been doing that.
Because he stank.
We have an audience out here at the Moxie. Look, we have a fan club. Hold on. Let's get us some guys. We got sports overtime fans over here.
Smell like a mustard damn can of sardines. That's what he smell like.
Listen, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was watching the game Monday at the Dome, and I was like, damn, I wish we had Mike Gesicki on our team. And he's gonna be a free agent.
Mike Gesicki good.
I would love to have him.
Go get him.
Oh yeah. If he gets on the free agent wire, if they don't re-sign him, y'all better go out and get him, because that boy is a beast.
I give him 10 million. I give him 10 million a year. Goddamn right I would.
Let's leave from here and go around the league right quick. I'm gonna start off. My boy, the Bayou Bengal boy from LSU, went totally off. 525 yards, 4 touchdowns. The Bengals, 9-6. They're on top of the AFC North. Them boys defeated the Ravens, tore the skin off them. And Bob Burrow was a beast. A beast, you heard me?
So let me just say this, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all. If the Saints don't make the playoffs, I am rooting for the Bengals, man, just because of all the LSU players that they have. But I want to throw this stat out there, right? The Bengals are the first team in NFL history to have a 4,000-yard passer, a 1,000-yard rusher, and not just one, but 2 1,000-yard receivers. And listen to this. All of the people that I just said are 25 and younger. So, man, this team has a bright future. I mean, they play the Ravens this week. That's going to be a really good game. But, man, I'm telling you, man, the Bengals they turned it around real quick.
Two of those boys come from that factory down the road.
You already know, LSU, baby. You already know.
Who the New Orleans Saints is allergic to.
Right.
And that's why we in a predicament we in right now.
Talk
And
about
look,
it.
let me tell you something.
Because look, we could have had Justin Jefferson, right?
Talk about it.
We could have had Justin Jefferson. We could have had Devin White. We could have had Patrick Queen. They all was sitting there on the board when the Saints was picking, and they went and got Cesar Ruiz, who ain't doing shit right now. So
Turnstile.
I'm just saying.
Turnstile.
So,
Little
I mean,
Caesars, fucking pizza.
we could have had Justin Jefferson. Can you imagine Michael Thomas and Justin Jefferson?
Lord
Come on,
Lord
man.
have
How you
mercy.
gonna stop?
Lord,
How you gonna
Lord
stop?
have mercy.
How you
Lord
gonna
have
stop
mercy.
that? So I don't know,
Lord
man.
have
I don't
mercy.
know who's in the facility making these decisions on not picking
What's
LSU
up,
players.
Rory?
But it's just like
Rory.
the one thing that bothers me is like it's like when LSU has its pro day. Why do the Saints even show up to their pro day? Y'all not gonna draft nobody from there. So why y'all showing up? Why? You wasting your time. Y'all can save that little gas money on them 45 minutes. Why y'all going out there? It don't make no sense.
And look, even though I hate to say it, the Dallas Cowboys broke a record. You know, they demolished. I mean, totally obliterated
Yeah.
the Washington football team. That you know, they beat them so bad they just call Washington now.
56-14.
They don't even have a name football team no more.
That reminds
No.
me of the game. That reminds me of the game where the Saints played the Colts and we had like
Thank you.
6 points on them.
Now, who was the offensive coordinator? Who called the plays that game, Nader?
On which game?
In that game, let me tell you. I said that was the game directly after Sean Payton broke his leg. This time it
It was
was
Pete
Kobe.
Carmichael. It was Pete
Pete
Carmichael.
Carmichael
Sure
called the
was.
plays. Pete
It sure
Carmichael
was.
called that game. 62
It sure
to 7,
was.
my boy.
Yep.
And he wasn't
sure
letting
was.
up either.
It sure was.
He wasn't letting up. Pete Carmichael, boy.
That's true.
He is balanced. I do give him that. Balanced.
Very balanced. Very balanced.
Sean Payton ain't, huh? Sean Payton throwing 40 times, running 5.
I have seen guys where we average 7 yards a carry, and that motherfucker running 15 times in one game. And throw
Sean
that
Payton,
son of a
the
bitch
whole-
50.
Sean
He'll
Payton, the
do it.
whole out here.
He'll do it. I
Sean
say,
Payton,
man,
the whole
I
out
love
there,
him,
boy.
but
I said it.
goddamn, I say, bro.
I said it.
And Mike T, you actually make a good point because there was a stat.
He'll never run the ball.
Drew Brees retired. There was a stat that if
You
Drew
still think he
Brees
got
threw
Drew
more than
Brees
40
back there?
passes, if Drew Brees threw more than 40 passes in a game, typically the Saints would lose.
So what I said, what I said? What did I say?
It's true. That's actually a true
Especially
stat.
in 2017, when the moment I seen the decline, 16, when I seen the decline in that damn boy arm, I said, we throw that motherfucker over 28 times, we in trouble.
Yeah.
We in trouble.
It's true. And again, whenever he threw
Like my boy
over
Bernie Mac said, we're in trouble.
whenever he threw over 40 passes or more, we ended up losing the game. Because
Goddamn right.
There was no balance.
Now, for people who are wondering what are we talking about, sounds like we're going back and forth. Listen, when the Saints run the ball 25 plus times or better in a game, there was a course of time where the Saints were undefeated.
Right.
You know, they won the ball 30 times a game. That's ball control, defense. I'm telling you, if Pete Carmichael was calling the players against Miami, I guarantee you Ian Book would have been able to put more points up. They would have been able to get the ball, out and run that ball, and take some of the blitz. If they're blitzing, then you run the ball in different ways. You know who I like the way that they run the ball? The San Francisco 49ers. They run the ball to the left, to the right. They off screen. I said they run it in many type of ways, not just right, straight, north and south. They're going to get on that edge. They're going to turn that corner.
Yeah, they do. They do it all.
They're going to get you.
Tosses, sweeps,
That's tosses,
dives,
sweeps,
powers,
Callahan.
misdirection. Oh, I
All
love
that.
what they do.
Oh,
Counter,
yeah.
they bring the counter back, and a lot of people don't do the counter. Oh,
They know their
San Francisco
identity.
Run that,
Nah,
run
that
that
was a-
counter on your ass.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that was a nice run play that Miami did on us at the 1 yard line, because they
man.
know you can't just run straight forward on the Saints. So they, they had Waddle come through with that speed sweep.
Misdirection.
Right
Ran
in
that
there.
misdirection.
Misdirection.
Had us going one way, and then motherfucker get back that way. I said, God damn! I said, man, I can't knock him. That was a good play. That was a good play.
Yeah,
It's okay though.
it was. It
It's
definitely
okay.
was.
But I'm still mad. I'm still mad, Nate. I'm still mad, Nate. And so that 2018 Saints
It's all
team,
good, bro.
shit.
Listen. I was
That's
mad. I was mad too. I'm still mad too.
I still say that was the best goddamn Saints team in the NFL here in Saints history. That damn 2018 team. They better than that 2019. Them boy, man, that damn team never man. I say
Talking about 2011.
yeah, they're better than 2019.
Yeah, 2011
Super Bowl
was
team.
way better for sure.
That was good too. They were damn good.
But Roman Harper dumbass messed that up for us, but it's all good.
And still, I'm still laughing at that damn highlight. Well, David brought it up. He about to jump on David because David said you let Sam Bradford catch you. Why you want to jump through that damn screen on him? He said, I ran out of bounds. David said, well, I ran out of bounds, but it looked like I ran out of bounds. I said, oh, you ran out of that damn bounds. Bradford caught your ass.
Now, going back to the games this previous week, y'all. The Chiefs destroyed the Steelers 36-10. Ben Roethlisberger came out today saying that this game on Monday Night Football against Cleveland is probably going to be his last game at Heinz Field, playing in front of the Steelers fans. So he looks like
last game. Period.
Yeah. So he's about to call it a wrap. Just real quick, going around the room, what's y'all take on Ben and his career overall?
All of he got he got a Super Bowl under his belt. Two of them. I think he's. I tell you what, let's do this. Y'all give me y'all top 5 quarterbacks. Top 5. What do Ben rank? Big Ben rank. We can do top 10. Is he in the top 5 or is he in the top 10?
No, he ain't in the top 5. I think
he
outside
He ain't in top 10. He ain't in my top 10. No.
Okay. Look, I don't want to go with quarterbacks that's been here over 5 years. So let's take Mahomes out. Let's take Mahomes out. I'm talking about veteran guys. I'm talking about the Aaron Rodgers. I'm talking about the Big Bens, the
Peyton
Manning, right? Those guys. Where does Roethlisberger rank with that?
He probably outside the top 10. So I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, because you got Montana, you got Drew Brees, you got Aaron Rodgers, you got Peyton Manning. Who else? Who else on the list that I'm missing, guys?
Well,
I mean, he's outside the top 10.
Yeah,
sure.
See, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about. Let's do this. All right. Either still in the league over 5 years or just left, like our guy, like Peyton Manning just left the league 2-3 years ago, like that. Don't go back. We don't want to talk about Joe Montana and stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying
basically
in comparison,
in
comparison, it goes back to what we talk about, right? In comparison to Drew Brees, obviously I would go with Drew Brees, right? I know he has one more Super Bowl ring than Drew Brees, but Drew Brees broke a lot of records. He's off the charts. So obviously, and I'm not saying that just because I'm a Saints fan, but obviously Brees gets the notch. If you compare him, I think you could compare him to a guy like Eli Manning. You could put them side by side and say, all right, Eli has 2, he has 2.
Eli is so underrated, bro. They don't never talk about Eli. Eli got 2 Super Bowl wins, but they never put him in that elite quarterback discussion. I know
there's a reason for that because there's always that aspect of he had a fire defense. He had a nice defense. A
lot of luck.
Yeah, and a lot of luck. I mean, that David Tyree catch.
Right.
I mean, that's luck. That's the definition of luck right there. So
you beat the Tom Brady team that was undefeated, killing people all year. Had Randy Moss on the team.
He beat him twice. He beat Tom Brady twice.
Yeah.
So I mean, who else could say that they beat Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you beat Tom Shady twice, man, you definitely done something.
We're not talking about a regular season like the Saints. We talking about in the Super Bowl to win the whole damn thing. That's very impressive.
I think about Roethlisberger, that comeback in the Super Bowl when what's that guy's name that caught that tiptoe pass out of bounds? Nobody else could get it but that one receiver. I forgot his name, but y'all remember in the back of the end zone.
It wasn't Hines Ward. I'm trying to think.
No, it wasn't Hines Ward. It was
No,
number
it
10.
wasn't Hines Ward. It was a
I
number
forgot
10.
his name, number 10.
Man,
Man, what was that guy?
I can't remember his
Emmanuel
name.
Sanders, huh?
Santonio Holmes.
Yes,
That's
him.
Oh, that's who it was.
That's him.
Yeah.
I knew Mike. I knew that damn almanac.
Well, here's the thing about Ben Roethlisberger, though.
I am a Pittsburgh Steelers supporter on the side.
I like Ben Roethlisberger. I think, and they made a good comparison between him and Eli. I kind of like Ben a little bit more than Eli because I think Ben did more for Pittsburgh than Eli did for New York. Just a little bit, not too much. Both of them had good defenses. Both of them had good running games. Ben had Jerome Bettis for a lot of years. But I just think that as far as on the field, Ben probably made more plays on his own than Eli. Even though they probably did have the same quality defense and running game. I just get a tad, but that is a great comparison, though, to Eli Manning, because Ben didn't do anything great and spectacular like Drew Brees or Patrick Mahomes or nobody like that, but he did do some good things. He did do some good things.
Yeah, for sure. He made more plays. I definitely agree with that for sure.
Yeah.
Now, I know you guys brought this up about Hall of Fame, right? So while we're on the Hall of Fame topic, today the 15 finalists were announced for the Hall of Fame this year. And we gotta give a big shout out, man, because this
Sam
is
Mills got to go this year. This
is our guy, man. Sam Mills is one of the finalists, so hopefully Sam can get in. The other finalists are DeMarcus Ware, Andre Johnson, Devin Hester, Patrick Willis, Zach Thomas, Jared Allen, Richard Seymour, Bryant Young, Leroy Butler, Reggie Wayne, Torrey Holt, Rondé Barber, Tony Baselli, and Willie Anderson. So those
only
are the
7 can go, right?
Yes. So that's the 15 finalists, and
I can't see Devin Hester. No, I can't.
Man, he changed the return game,
He's
bro.
basically a glorified return man. That's basically what his career was, but just being a glorified return man.
I think he has some time to wait. He got to wait. He got to put him on that.
Compared to the other guys,
if they rob Sam Mills, it's gonna be some goddamn smoke in the city with me. Goddamn it. Sam Mills better get in. I know that.
They done robbed
Goddamn right. Sam Mills better get in there. And Carolina, you can't fucking claim it. He ours. Damn it.
Facts. Facts.
They got a big ass trophy of him though.
Yeah, they do.
We didn't even get the man a trophy. I mean a statue. They got a big ass statue.
Shit, well, we honored him at halftime though.
Yeah, we did.
So
we did.
But again, that's the 15 finalists, and I always look forward to that. I've been to the Pro Football Hall of Fame twice, and it's
I
really
went.
nice.
I went.
So if y'all ever get a chance to go, man,
I went last year.
This year.
I went.
It's definitely worth it. It's worth it.
It's worth it, bro.
If you're a football fan, man, like we are, man, it's worth it, man.
I was amazed. I was like a little kid in the candy store.
Yeah, me too. Definitely. They got different cards in there. They got the helmet where you could put the helmet on and listen to it and see exactly what the coaches be telling the players in the headset.
And then they got the HBCU section now.
Oh, for real? I didn't see that part.
Yeah, they must have just put it in there.
Yeah, they must have just
black college players. Yeah,
they got and then they also have, which was pretty cool, and they also have the instant replay when they go inside the thing and look at
they showed that. Yeah,
that was pretty dope.
That was nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. them motherfuckers got that big ass screen and they still couldn't get the NFC Championship.
But now you know they use an iPad now. They don't even-
iPad, TV, you can still. It don't matter what you saw. You saw that boy do a pass interference on Tommy Lee Lewis. Come on, man. Well, it is what it is.
It's nice.
It is.
Speaking of pass interference, I'd say Joe Horn, it don't matter if you pass interference against him or not. He's still catching the ball, and he's going to have a cell phone underneath the goalpost, and that's going to be his celebration.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
He said that's true.
If they could put punters and kickers in, then Hester should be in. Hester changed the game with the return game, bro.
Yeah, he
That
did.
dude, they need to kick away from that dude, bro.
He did,
Hester
but
was a beast.
there's more people worthy on that list than Devin Hester, though.
Yeah, we know that, but I'm just saying, give the man his props, though.
No, he's a beast for sure. He definitely is. I always look at it whenever I hear Devin Hester's name. I think about Dante Hall for the Chiefs.
Yeah, he
I
was
remember
pretty good
Dante
too.
Hall.
He was a good return guy.
He was a beast too.
That's
So-
all they did, because you never heard of Devin Hester catching passes, like having a 150-yard, 10 catches game. No, all he did was return. And Dante too. You know, every now and then Dante will catch a bomb on him. You know, I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that dude was sick, bro. He was nice.
Yeah, he was.
He was
was little. He was little.
That's typically how they are. Just look at Deontay Harris. You know. So let's go around the board, man. Let's just do these game picks.
Yeah, let's do our picks.
I know y'all ready. I know y'all ready for these game picks. We're gonna see who's gonna win. I'm gonna tally up everything, and then we'll see who wins. But let's start off with the first game: the Falcons at the Buffalo Bills. Who y'all got?
I got the Buffalo Bills. I don't think the Falcons have. The Buffalo Bills know they need to win, and I think they will. I think they'll win decisively. They're at home. You know, the Falcons just don't have nothing for me. You know, I think we're going to beat them too. But this week, they're going to take that L to the Bills. I got Bills.
I got Bills too. Who y'all got?
Yeah, I got Buffalo too.
All right.
Teddy, Mike.
Them boys playing around.
Teddy, Mike.
They don't want to pick the Falcons game. They already know. I'm gonna pick for them. We going Bills and
Come on, y'all.
where y'all at, man?
Mike, Teddy G, where y'all at?
All right. Well, we skipping them.
All right.
So let's go to the second
Let's go
game.
Giants at Bears, y'all.
Man. I'm gonna go Giants, man. No, I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna go Bears. I think the Bears will win this game. They are playing at Chicago. It is gonna be cold. I know the Giants playing in the cold, but I just feel like the Bears have way more offensive weapons than the Giants, so I'm going Bears.
David.
I'm gonna roll with the Giants.
Okay.
The Bears just been too inconsistent for me all year, and I don't know. This is just a gut feeling pick, to be honest with you. I don't have no stats, nothing to back it up, but I just got a feeling that the Giants are gonna pull it off.
Okay.
Pick it, baby, pick it.
Hey, y'all. Could y'all do y'all picks, bro? Could y'all stay for the pick section so we can get through this?
Oh, yeah.
Mike and Teddy G,
I'm right here, baby.
don't get lost.
I'm right here, baby.
I'm here.
Come
on with it.
What picks we need for them, Nathan?
We need Falcons at Bill.
I'm gonna go with Josh Allen and the Bills on this one. You know,
Give me the bill.
but I will be watching that game. I'll be watching that game to see how the Falcons look this time of year.
Giants at Bears. I got the Bears. Nathan got the Bears.
Give me the Giants.
It's gonna be tough for the Bears to win a game from what I've seen from them.
Yeah, I'm
So I'm gonna go with the New York Giants. Yeah.
Saquon gonna go off this game. I'm going with the Giants.
He want his damn revenge. This is what game he got hurt.
I'm by myself, huh? All right, cool.
David, who you got?
I
I
got.
pick the Giants.
I'm gonna go Bears. The game of the
Trash.
week. The game of the week, guys. The Chiefs
Lord.
at the Bengals.
Mm.
Woo! Chiefs at the Bengals. Who y'all got?
Look.
Let's go.
I'm gonna leave my feelings out of this. Let me tell you something.
I got Patrick
Go ahead.
Mahomes, boy.
All right, cool. I'm glad you said that. I said Patrick Mahomes didn't throw for 530 yards last week. That boy name is Joe
Burrow.
Burrow. From that Burrow. You understand? And that's a Bayou Bengal right there. So they have learned how to win in different ways. I think Kansas City has put on the show for the last couple of weeks. And I think that they may lose steam a little bit. Plus, Cincinnati has some good defensive players. We know some of them. Von Bell, Trey Hendrickson, you know. So I think Cincinnati is going to look at some of the game plan that Tampa Bay put on Kansas City in the playoffs, in the Super Bowl, actually. And I think Cincinnati is going to sneak a W out of that situation.
You know, that's going to be a good playoff matchup if they play in the playoffs, too. I'm going with the Bengals, man. I think Joe done got hot. He's steaming.
That boy hot.
That boy on fire. Fire. Fire.
F-I-Y-A, yeah.
I'm going with the Bengals at home over.
All right. Mike T, who you got?
My homeboy.
All right. Dave, who you got, Dave?
Well, Joe Burrow
Nah, I'll be about
500 yards against the Ravens twice this year. The first time he lit it up, it was him and Jamar Chase that lit up the Ravens, and this past Sunday, it was him and T. Higgins that lit up the Ravens.
They're going from player to player.
I'll be by myself.
So I'm gonna, but you can't count out the Chiefs. The Chiefs just been battle tested. They know how to win, especially this time of year. I'm calling the tie.
It might mean more to the Bengals to win this game than the Chiefs. That's why I'm picking the Bengals. The Bayou Bengals.
Listen, man.
Dave, I just want you to know one thing. On Sports Overtime, we refer to the Cincinnati Bengals as the Bayou Bengals. I just want you to know that. That's all.
Listen, I'm going for the Bengals. Listen, I need Joe Mixon to go off. I need him to have a 200-yard game. I got him in fantasy. And I need that boy to win me a championship because I'm trying to bring it home, baby.
This don't make no sense.
Bengals.
I do some damn fantasy implications. We're gonna be in this.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be serious with y'all now. I'm going with the Bayou Bengals for the simple fact.
Yeah, Dave.
Over the last couple of years, last couple of weeks has been kind of quiet. I don't know. Kansas City just not been as dominant as we're used to seeing over the last two seasons. So I think this is the Bayou.
They hot
Bengals
right now, man. The
year.
Bayou Bengals is on fire, like
I
Thor
think
said.
it's time for the Bayou Bengals to take them out. I'm going with Bayou Bengals.
All right.
Put your money down. Take the spread. I'm telling you. Say, bro, go and talk to Caesar, the DraftKings. Tell him, put your money down. Take the spread. Oh, yeah. They probably got a spread. I'm going to check it out, man. I might put some money on this one, bro. I'm going with the Bayou Bengals.
All right. Let's go to the next game. Dolphins at Titans.
The Dolphins, they beat us while we was down. You know what I'm saying? Remember, they Dolphins. They not Sharks. They Dolphins. So guess what? Them Titans gonna beat that ass this week. Titans gonna get that back, get that victory back for us. They're gonna get our back this week, and the Titans will destroy the color. They're going fishing.
Okay. I'm going Tennessee as well. Just keep it that
I'm going Tennessee as well. I'm with Tennessee, too.
Yeah, definitely Tennessee.
Mike T.
Well, Mike. Oh, he ain't even wrong. Mike. Who
Tennessee.
All right, cool. Raiders at Colts.
I go first on this one. Johnny Taylor. Johnny goddamn Taylor.
Thank you.
Johnny Taylor.
I'm going with the Colts as well.
I'm going with the Colts third.
Fourth.
Well,
I'm going with the Colts. The Raiders are
been the best running back this year.
I'm going with the Colts too.
I'm going Colts as well.
Johnny Taylor.
They got
One,
some pretty good teams in the AFC playoffs.
two.
Yeah, for sure, so for sure. Jags at Patriots. Do we even need to pick this game?
No, we don't, but the Patriots get on my nerves.
First of all, anybody going with the Jags?
Hell no.
Okay, let's move on.
The Jaguars.
Hey, we don't even have to pick this one either. Bucks at Jets. Anybody going with the Jets?
Hell no.
So, Dave,
Easy.
put us down for them two.
Look, I'm writing it down right now.
Eagles at Washington. That's a big game. We need Washington to win.
We need
Eagles.
Washington to win.
I got Eagles.
You got the Eagles?
Watch the shit water.
I think their pride was blown last week. I think they're gonna come back and upset the Eagles this week.
I agree with you, so. I agree with you, so.
At home.
They tapped out, man.
I agree with you, so. Let me tell you something. Hold on. Let me say this because, you know, when we see Jalen Hurts is putting the hurt on us because whatever. But I'm gonna tell you, the linebackers that Washington got, they're gonna corral that boy, and they see him twice a year, so they know how to guard Jalen Hurts. Okay, I got Washington in this game.
Me too.
I got the Red Tails. I'm saying the Washington Red Tails. Okay, I'm saying that is my official pick.
Yep.
The Washington Red Tails.
They lost their football team name last week because they got beat. Now they're gonna get it back this week. Washington.
I'm gonna pick Philadelphia. I think Sanders for Philadelphia gonna be the difference makers in this game.
Miles Sanders?
The running back Sanders.
Yeah, he's out. He got broken.
Oh, he's out. Okay, Washington then. Never mind.
Thank you.
That was easy.
Yeah, that's for my vote.
Thank you.
Man, he hurried up and changed that shit fast.
I still got Philly.
And Mike, who you got? You got
Philly.
Okay, you going with Philly. All right, Rams and Ravens.
Rams.
You said the Ravens?
Rams.
Rams at Ravens.
Okay.
I'm going with the Rams myself.
Yeah, no Lamar Jackson, Ravens. I mean, no Lamar Jackson, Rams.
Yeah, I'm going Rams. Teddy G, Rams or Ravens?
Huh?
Ravens?
Rams or Ravens?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, I need the Rams to turn into a super team right now because I need them to take care of Frisco too. So I'm gonna show my love to the Rams, and that is my son's favorite football team. He's a Los Angeles Rams fan. It broke my heart when he left the Saints, but that's who he with. I dog it. And the Rams paying all this money to get Jalen Ramsey. And who else they got this year? Vaughn,
Odell.
Miller, Odell. They just getting all the stars. So I'm going with the Hollywood, Team Hollywood, like Joe Horn. Team Hollywood, the Rams.
All right. We got Broncos at Chargers.
Chargers.
All right. Teddy Two Gloves. I think he out of it. I'm gonna go with the Chargers, man.
Chargers.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
going
going with the
Chargers.
Chargers.
Mike T, who you got, Mike?
Mike is gone.
Oh, he's gone. I need the Chargers to win. I need Herbert and Keenan Allen to go off for me. So shout out to the Chargers. Please go off for your boy. Texans at 49ers. Oh,
Nah,
we need to upset right here.
The Houston Texans get upset. Who did they upset last week?
They played the Chargers.
No, the Cardinals. Right?
Yeah.
They played the Chargers. The Chargers played
And beat them 44 to 6.
Chargers, right. So the 49ers are a little different animal, I think. Well, you know.
Boy, Garoppolo get up there and throw about 3, 4, 5 interceptions in a day.
Well, Garoppolo not playing.
Oh, so it's gonna be Trey.
Upset special. I'm going with Houston.
Yeah.
I'm going with Houston.
Me too. I'm rooting for Houston so we can knock this out real quick. Because if the Saints win and then 49ers lose, guess what? I said we back in that 7th slot.
I'm going upset too. I'm going Houston.
Oh my God.
Mike, Houston just beat the Chargers, Mike.
Man.
The Chargers.
And the sun shines on a dog ass every once in a while too. But I'm not going for no damn Houston. Houston getting their ass whooped this week.
Now tell me this: who is the quarterback for Houston?
Davis Mills.
That boy got a long neck, boy, like Mike Glennon.
It's no upset.
Mike,
It's no
Yeah.
upset.
give me Houston and 14 points
Against who again?
against the damn 49ers.
49ers. The 49ers.
Absolutely not.
That means 14 points. Well, you know how it works with the points.
I'll give you 7.
Give me 10.
7.
Meet me halfway. Give me 10.
7.
Who you
I'm
got,
a gambler.
Dave? Who you got, Dave?
I'm a gambling man. I'm firm, goddamn it. 7. That line ain't goddamn moving, goddamn it. 7.
It's no upset happening this week in this game. It's gonna be the 49ers.
Absolutely. They're gonna run it down their damn throat. Unlike goddamn what's his name did.
We going
Run the
with it.
ball.
That's what we want to happen. And me later. Who going with the upsets?
Teddy.
Me,
Teddy.
Nate, and Teddy. All right.
Man, y'all got to be realistic.
I'm
Y'all
with
need to
A
stop
Town,
this.
boy.
Y'all need to
I'm
stop
with A
this.
Town, boy.
If they win, y'all gonna be sitting at home like, bro, I don't know what them boys was on, but they was on with something.
Yep.
Hey,
Yeah.
the sports
All right,
overtime.
All right.
I
Hey,
would-
y'all know the Cardinals been playing bad as of late. And they about to play
If
the
y'all
Cardinals
if
against
y'all
Florida.
pick this Houston game right, I'm coming to y'all for some stock advice.
All right.
Yes, sir. Get with the
All right,
sports
we got the
overtime crew.
Cardinals at the
Get with the
Cowboys.
sports overtime crew
Cardinals
for
at the
stock advice
Cowboys.
for your picks for the week.
Cardinals at the Cowboys.
I'm going with the Cardinals.
Same here. I'm going with the Cardinals. The Angry Birds.
Fuck the cocaine cowboy.
Hey, the thinking, boy.
Man,
Man, I gotta go Cowboys, y'all. That defense playing
Yeah.
so serious, man. Trayvon Diggs, bro, another interception,
Yeah,
bro.
that's what I'm saying, man. Cardinals ain't been playing good, and Cowboys they walking
No,
it
the
like
Cardinals-
they talking, bro.
The Cardinals
Yeah.
lost to the Lions, bro. Come on. man.
They'll step up to this one.
The Cardinals lost to the damn Lions, bro. They only won 2 games.
My dog. Hey, you forgot one thing. My dog playing this week. James Conner is back. James Conner is back.
I don't think that's gonna mean nothing. But I'm
Oh,
going
yeah,
with the
it is.
Cowboys.
Yeah, it is. Cowboys ain't shit.
I'm going with the
Fuck.
Cowboys.
Fuck the cow bitches. Going down. They're going down.
Dave, who you got, Dave?
Them cowgirls.
He said the cow bitches. Look, it's funny
Man.
because Mike T said cow bitches. I said cow hoes.
I was gonna say the Cowboys.
Cow
But
bitches.
you know, the thing about Arizona, you know, it seems like every year there's always that one team that comes out of nowhere that starts the season off great, wins a ton of games, and then at the end of the season they kind of collapse. I think this is the year, it's Arizona's year for that. That's the only reason
That's
I'm
true.
picking the Cowboys.
Now before the show start next week, I want overtime crew bring their ass back here and run them damn stats, and I'm gonna be laughing my ass off when them goddamn cards whoop them cow bitches ass. I'm laughing. Yeah.
I picked the Cardinals.
Right
I
your
picked
ass
the Cardinals.
back.
I'm
I
writing it
picked the
down.
Cardinals.
Look, I'm writing it down so we can
Right
read
your ass back. Yeah, bring your ass back.
Mike, calm down. I picked the Cardinals with you, my boy. We a team.
Yeah. Unlike
I picked
Nate,
the- I
ass
picked the
got his
Angry
head
Birds.
stuck in the goddamn sand and shit. Yeah,
Nader?
that damn sure what they
Them
look
boys.
like, the goddamn Angry Birds. They
The
damn sure look like
Pistons-
that
the
little red.
Pistons-
I'm showing
Hakeem
The
asked
Pistons-
you a question, Nader.
The Pistons ain't won 5 games.
When I wear something Detroit, then y'all gonna be mad. I'm trying to show love. I can't show love.
The Pistons ain't won 5 games this year.
I'm trying to show love, bro.
The Pistons ain't won 5 games this year.
See, we're not. I told y'all. Now I told before we just started this goddamn show, y'all wasn't gonna bring up the Pelicans. I told y'all that. Gonna bring up the goddamn Pelicans
Hold
now.
on. We got 4 more games.
All right, we got the Lions at the Seahawks.
Both of them shit water.
I'm going with the upset.
Me too. Lions.
I'm going Lions.
Hey, I
I'm
know my
going
cousin.
with-
I know my. I know my
I'm
cousin
going with the
watching
The
this.
Lions in the upset. Russell Wilson coming to the Saints next year.
Absolutely fucking not.
That's two upset y'all to pick this week, man.
What you think happened at this time of year, my boy?
Dave, go big or go home, baby. We trying to win something.
All right,
I got Seattle. I got Seattle gonna win.
I got the Lions upset. What you got, Dave?
shoot. If Nate got me thinking now. Maybe he knows something I don't know, but
Oh my God. You got to be kidding me, David.
No, the Lions been playing really well.
I mean, the
I
Lions
mean,
been
they did
upset
beat the
teams,
Cardinals.
bro.
They did beat the Cardinals.
I can't
But-
believe
but
y'all sitting up here thinking
I
about this
can't
shit.
go for it. I can't do it.
You know you
I
can't.
cannot pick Detroit. No, I
Absolutely,
cannot.
absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not.
No, I can't pick Detroit. No.
Absolutely not.
What you got?
Absolutely
Teddy
not.
P?
Said, bro. Once a Saint, always a Saint. That's the tight end coach up there. He was the associate head coach underneath Sean Payton last year. He said in a press conference, if we get knocked down on our way back up, we're gonna bite your kneecap off. That sounds like a lion to me. I am going with the Detroit Lions, baby.
Yes,
Oh, my
sir.
God.
Wow.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
I'm going to bed.
Seahawks gonna fly away from that line though.
I'm going to bed.
Man, don't leave
I'm
yet.
going
We
to
got
bed.
two
Y'all
more
have a good
games.
night.
Hold on.
Right, got the Vikings at the Packers. You know who we need to win?
Aaron Rodgers.
That's right.
Packers,
Aaron Rodgers.
Packers all day.
I'm biased
We
as
don't-
hell. Aaron
I'm
Rodgers.
going Pack.
We
We're
don't
gonna save
care.
our game for last, nigga. I'm going
Pack.
Pack.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Pack too.
He's a bad man.
He's
Pack
a
still-
bad,
the Pack
he's
trying
a
to protect their
bad
number one
man.
seed.
Packers all day for sure. We all pick the Packers.
Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers.
I need him to
We
go
don't.
off. I got him in my other league. Him and Adams. So I need
That's a
them
bad.
We don't care. We don't care if he got the COVID. Shoot. He infected our whole team in week 1. And ain't nobody know about it.
back.
He infected our whole team in week
Yep.
1. And when we went to Carolina, everybody came with the COVID because Discount Double Check gave all our coaches, you want to shake the hand after the game. A-Rod that infected our whole team, and don't nobody want to talk about it. Well, this Teddy G, and I keep it real. So I'm talking about it. Mike, you think you're the only one keep it real? I keep it real, my boy. Aaron Rodgers infected us with the COVID-19, the Delta, the Omicron, the Zulu, the Zeta, all
Did
of
he
them.
just say? Did he just say the Zulu? Did
The
he
Zulu.
just say?
We got new ones coming out, bro.
You got new ones coming out every day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot. They in the lab cooking up a nut. Yeah, they're in there cooking up a nut.
So I think A-Rod is going to go up there and infect the entire Minnesota Vikings team with the Omicron virus. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not joking or laughing. I'm saying they ain't even testing that boy. I don't like it. They're not even testing Aaron Rodgers for no COVID. I said it. I don't like it. Okay. He infected our whole team.
Mike Jesus. Mike Jesus.
Yes.
You want to tell him the news or no?
COVID.
No.
You want to
My
tell him the
official
news
pick.
or no?
My official pick is the Green Bay Packers. Okay.
You tell it. Go ahead. You tell it. Say it.
Oh, okay.
Do it.
Look, it got my boy, bro.
Tell who?
You know what I'm
What?
talking. You know what I'm talking about, right?
What?
Who you
Say
say?
it.
Who you say got you this week?
What are you talking about?
You talking about Facebook?
Mm-mm. Facebook been got him. Something else got him this week.
Uh-oh.
What
Mike?
got me this week? What got me this week, man?
Never mind.
Hey,
He must have been fooling me then.
What are you talking about, man?
He must have been fooling me.
I ain't fooling you, man. What's up, man? The
man,
suspense,
next game, man. You
Let's
just
move on.
making it.
the
Let's move
suspense
on.
is killing me. The suspense is killing me. What is it, man?
Wait a minute. So let me get this straight. Everybody picked the Packers, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, we're
Indeed.
going with Green Bay in the sweep. That's the first game of this whole segment that we picked except for the other sad teams. Okay.
Monday night, Browns at the Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger's last game at Heinz Field.
Pittsburgh, baby. Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, baby.
I'm going Steelers as well, Mike.
Yeah, I think Ben Roethlisberger. I think Big Ben Rottenberger. That's what I call him, Rottenberger. A burger that I got David to laugh. I saw you, boy. I say Rottenberger, like a burger that was in the refrigerator too long, and then you took it out and left it on the counter. That's Big Ben Rottenberger. Okay.
Wow.
I say no, man. Y'all know what Rottenberger did. He tried to make it all right now so he can get in the Hall of Fame. I'm saying I'm keeping it real today. So all I'm saying is that I'm going with the Steelers because that's my team, regardless of the quarterback, because the coach is my fraternity brother. So Mike Tomlin, I'm rooting for him. And I think if we don't pick up Jameis Winston next year, guaranteed, Jameis Winston going to be right over there in Pittsburgh starting quarterback. Watch. So we better give Jameis Winston that money.
I agree. I said that on Sports Overtime, and I do agree with that for sure.
I'm going with the Browns, bro. I'm going with the Browns.
I figure you'll go with the shitty Browns.
Yeah, I'm going with the Browns. The shitty Steelers, shit. I mean, one shit team or the other one. Just close your eyes and pick one.
All right, you keep on. I'm gonna use that goddamn afro as a goddamn ball of tissue. Keep on, him.
Browns. I'm going Browns. They're gonna go into Pittsburgh and whip that ass. Pittsburgh been losing all year.
You ain't gotta say all that. You ain't gotta say all that.
Say, bro, first of all, Soul got.
Let's go to the next game, man. You ain't gotta do all that shit.
Wait, first of all, Soul Saint. First of all, Soul Saint has way more than one afro. Okay.
Yeah, but you better tell him. You better tell something.
Oh yeah. Raise your arm, Soul. Like you got Don King in the headlock.
That's messed up.
Oh man.
That goddamn
Patrick. Hey y'all, we gotta do our game, y'all. Panthers at Saints.
Hold on. I gotta
Dave ain't pick his pick.
Oh, okay.
I'm picking Pittsburgh for the simple fact that Baker Mayfield is just garbage.
Trash.
He's probably gonna throw 3 interceptions. And
Trash. Talk about it, David. Trash.
Yep, I agree.
They both trash.
Especially when you throw more goddamn interceptions than Nathan Peterman. No, you trash.
They Chubb gonna have a field day on that defense. Y'all know Pittsburgh defense is poop. Y'all know this.
Now you need to stop that. That would have kept their ass in games. That would have kept their ass in game. They damn defense.
Fitzpatrick, bro.
Man, that ain't one dude.
JJ Watt, bro.
One superhero.
JJ Watt, bro.
He stay hurt.
Man, that man ain't hurt. Y'all gotta wish bad on people.
He might not be hurt. He might not be hurt this week like Davenport.
He be in game. I'm finna say he be in more goddamn games than Davenport.
My boy, bro. Why y'all be hating on my dog, man?
You know that's your goddamn dog.
Look,
you know he ain't.
Look. Who played the most games this year? Watt or Davenport?
I'll tell you what. What? Why did? Shit. Why got damn near triple the sacks in his ass, dude? Nah, how about that?
Yeah, you're right.
Dave, you see how they put me in a tight situation, huh, Dave?
All right, y'all.
You get used to it, man. You get used to it.
What rookie playing mode? Najee Harris or goddamn Peyton Turner?
Ooh, Peyton Turner ain't been there.
Peyton Turner, I forgot we had him. That's how. Look, every time I hear his name, I remember. Oh, we got him up. You know, that's how it is, bro.
That boy got 2 last names. You know he fucked up.
Peyton Turner.
Hey.
He got 2 last names. You know he fucked up.
First round draft pick.
You know what he need to do on there? Come out next year as Turner Payton.
He gonna ball out.
Yeah.
He gonna have fucking 20 cents.
Yeah, a new man.
You ought to just go by the damn initials PT for playing time.
Right.
Shit.
That's what he needs.
Just go by it. Just put on the back of his damn jersey. PT playing time. That's what he need to do. Shit.
Man. All right. Well, last game on the docket, y'all. Panthers at Saints. Who y'all got?
Oh man, you know I got my Saints, bro. We could with this week, we gonna get in that dome and we're gonna have a fields day. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Whether we make the playoffs or not, it always seems like that. The Saints, you know, if you think about it, the Saints play, lose games, win games, but then when it's almost where they're out of it, they play ball. You know what I'm saying? They play ball. This week,
Man.
everybody done got a week off. A lot of players didn't play. Everybody coming back, want to show what they got. And I think Carolina's in trouble. I say the score is going to be 28-7.
We're gonna whoop Josie and the Pussycats ass this week. That's what they are, Josie and the Pussycats. That's what they are.
Meow.
We're gonna whoop their ass this week. We owe them.
35-7. What's your score, Mike?
3 touchdown ass whooping. That's what it's gonna be. 28-6.
Damn.
I said 28-7. 28-6. Mike said they're gonna miss the extra point. What you got there?
Man, I'm gonna tell you something.
That's a cold
They gonna
prediction.
get 2 field. They gonna get 2 field goals. They ain't gonna score a touchdown.
Man, I'm gonna go Saints, man. I'm gonna go Saints. Well,
Why, Hakeem? Why we can't score 28? The defense gonna score 14.
I'm gonna go Saints 21, Panthers 10.
21-10, 28-7, and 28-6.
21-10.
Next.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I think the Saints defense is going to really show up in this game. I think Carolina, they've been already eliminated from the playoffs. Sorry to all my Carolina Panthers fans.
I'm not.
I'm gonna go. You know, Carolina's a nice place, but I will say this: 24-11.
24.
Thanks.
Where you got these fucking numbers from?
Oh, we gonna see how they get
You
11.
playing on a football pool, motherfucker?
I'm on a pool, baby. 24-11.
Yeah, look,
You
Nate.
can get 11. That means we gonna get a safety.
That's a touchdown and 2 safeties.
2 safeties. That's it.
They must be gonna score a touchdown, get a 2-point conversion, and kick a field goal.
Bro, I'm telling you, dog. Teddy G better go to Caesars. He better go to the casino early in the
Boy,
morning.
if I hit on them numbers right there, boy, 24-11. Come on, boy.
Let's just let this straight, everybody. We are not a source for lottery numbers.
No.
All right. No, my real score is going to be 24-17 Saints. I think Carolina is going to put forth effort, but I think it's just not going to be enough. All right, 21-3 Saints. There you go, Bianca. Yeah.
Right.
Christian McCaffrey playing this week?
Nope.
No.
No.
They shut that boy down for the rest of the year.
Christian McCaffrey is in Honolulu.
Y'all know that's a joke. That was a joke. I know that. His ass stay hurt. I told him he too light in the ass. I told him he need to change the number from 20.
It's
He need to change the number
Cam
from the 22 to 82. That's what he need to change his goddamn number to. He can be the next Cooper Kupp.
I got a question I bet y'all don't have an answer to.
What's that?
Is Waukesha playing? I mean, Cam Newton? Camisha?
You ain't lying.
Waukesha.
Man, come on, man.
I think they play like quarterback by committee, like running
Right.
back. They'll bring him in for certain plays and bring other dudes.
Sweet like
Right.
let me love on you withdrawals. I'm having he got me singing that damn song.
I'm still in love with Waukesha.
Who you got, Dave?
Well, I'm definitely gonna pick the Saints. I just don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna be as easy for the Saints to score because Carolina got a couple of good corners as well. I mean, they're not Miami Dolphin corner, but Gilmore and Dante Jackson. I mean Jackson, they're pretty decent.
They're gonna tap.
Huh?
They're gonna tap because it's a bad player, Sam Darnold. They're gonna tap just like we were doing with Trevor Siemian was out there. They're gonna defense gonna tap.
I think it's gonna be a lower score. I'm more or less like Nader. I'm picking a lower score back. I think I'm gonna go lower. I think the Saints gonna score 13, and there's no way Carolina should be able to score no more than 6 on our defense. I think Saints gonna win 13-6.
Hey, y'all. Before we do anything else, Nate, I just want to stop for a second to give a moment of silence for the great John Madden.
Yeah, man.
You know, a lot of older people remember him from commentating and coaching, and a lot of these young kids play his game every week. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to give a moment. I remember him from all that. You know, commentating. You know, doing that Monday Night Football. That boy was a beast. You know, him and Pat Summerall. I know that, you know, I'm telling my age, but them boys was a good team. John Madden and Pat Summerall, when they did games, bro, I remember that Madden used to take the love and draw on the screen. You remember that, Dave?
Yeah.
Boom, boom. That's when you draw and boom.
Yep, boom. Yep. So let's give a moment of silence for John Madden, his family, and everything, bro. Rest in peace, John.
Rest in peace to Madden, man. Legend, man.
Icon.
Man. Him and Pat Summerall probably in heaven games right now, man. So you know, he did a lot for the game. And you know, one thing that he said that his life was a blessing is that, you know, he went from playing football to coaching football to calling football. And so he'd been around the game all of his life. And so, you know, he was just blessed. And you know what's crazy is that they came out with the documentary about John Madden.
Right. They must have knew.
Yeah, like on Christmas. And him and his family sat down and watched it, and he got everybody's take on what did they think and what was their favorite part and stuff like that. So I guess that was pretty cool that he got that closure, you know, from his family, and he was around his family before all of that stuff happened and he passed away. So big shout out to him, man. And like Soul said, whenever there was a Thanksgiving game and you seen him and Pat Summerall call the Detroit game with Barry Sanders or whatever the case may be, Randy Moss or players like that, you know, he always did his thing. He always analyzed everything, and he just was very good at his craft. And let's not take away from his coaching days, because he did win a Super Bowl. He won Super Bowl with the Raiders. So, you know, he did his thing in each category, and it just showed that in life, whatever you put yourself into, you can excel at every level, and he definitely showed that.
And look, I just want to say one fun fact about him. A lot of people didn't know that, you know, when he hated to fly, and once he stopped coaching and became a commentator, he had a big RV John Madden bus, and he rode everywhere he went. He did not fly after he stopped coaching. That was he hated to fly.
He was claustrophobic.
Right. He drove everywhere. He wouldn't do a game overseas because the only way he's getting over there is by boat. So, you know, he would not fly at all. He used his RV, and he rode all around the country in that Madden bus.
That's right.
There's only three commentators that I would watch a game for just to hear them commentate. One was John Madden, and other is Marv Albert in the NBA, and the other one is Gus Johnson in college football. You know, John Madden, man, he made the commentating fun. He made, when you listen to him commentate, you just like, yeah, he knew he was talking about, but he made it also entertaining as well. You know, with the chalkboard, the booms, all the different ad-libs that he would make.
Right.
Oh.
And you know what? You saying that, Dave? One other guy, because like I said, me and Mike, we big boxing fans, and you know I was an Ali guy. One guy,
Howard Cosell.
Yep.
Howard Cosell.
Yep. And he used to do Monday Night Football. I used to love to hear Howard Cosell.
Howard Cosell. Yes, sir. Now they get on the field and they line up. He goes back. And there you have it.
Look at this boy run.
And there you have it. I love Howard Cosell, man, especially when he interviewed Muhammad Ali.
Yes.
But this ain't about him.
Muhammad Ali made him famous.
Oh, yes, he did. Muhammad Ali loved him. You know, but John Madden, man, he truly will be missed. He
Yeah.
truly will be missed.
Definitely, man.
They better not change the name of that goddamn game. I know that. It's gonna always be Madden, damn it.
For sure.
Always.
NFL 2K was a beast, and they went away with it, but Madden stayed.
Yeah, that's the staple, man.
Well, Madden bought EA Sports bought the damn license.
Mhm.
And that's what knocked 2K out. They bought the damn license.
Yeah, Madden.
Because NFL 2K5 was on that ass. It was on their ass. So they say, yeah, we can't have this. We got to have a monopoly.
Now, for all y'all young people out there that don't know what Madden did, he's not just a name on a game, man.
No.
He was way more.
The man was a teacher. The man was a mentor. The man was an icon. The man was awesome. He made football easy, made football fun.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Break that shit down because he was
Go on YouTube.
He was the innovator. He was the innovator of the telestration. He did that, drawing up plays on the screen. He was the innovator of that.
Yep.
He did that.
Yep. He made it simplified. He simplified it for you.
Yes, he did.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he did. I shed a tear when I found out he died yesterday. I did shed a tear.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Oh no, man!" But that is, Nate. I'm glad you and Soul that y'all brought that up. That they gave him his flowers when he watched the documentary with his family. They gave him his flowers. I thought that was sweet, man. That was awesome.
And you know, it's crazy because, like, you know, every time there's like a documentary of somebody about to come out and they still living.
Yeah.
Ain't it weird? Like right after the documentary comes out, then the guy passes away. Am I the only one that kind of caught that?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you have documentaries that come out after they die too.
Right.
You know, but like you said, it usually, I don't know if it curses them, you know, or they know that they are on their last days, and they say, well, let's hurry up and do a documentary for these guys. Right. You know, maybe they told Madden's family told NFL, say, look, I don't know how long Madden's gonna be here. You know, he's not doing good. Okay, bam. Let's hurry up.
Hurry and get that out there. But one of my most favorite favorite football geniuses up there in heaven: Vince Lombardi, Bill Walsh, and John Madden. A lot of people don't know about them three good men right there, man, with innovators of the game.
For sure.
Oh, I'm quite sure you do. I heard you speaking loud, and me and Soul definitely, and David do too, and Teddy. I definitely respect all y'all minds because y'all are all very intelligent and know the game. I love talking to people that know the game and study the history. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them guys. But Bill Walsh and was definitely one of my favorite, the innovator of the West Coast offense.
West Coast offense.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The innovator of West Coast, Vince Lombardi, was definitely in that mode. You better a seal here. You know what I'm saying? He basically made improvements in the running game when it comes to the counter and the traps and stuff like that.
I think Vince is who started that I formation, bro.
Yeah. He was one for the counter and you know the power running game and stuff like that. Yeah.
And listen, you know his name hold weight because the trophy is named after him.
Yeah, Lombardi. Yes.
First 2 Super Bowls.
Yep.
All right, man. I want to thank everybody for coming in. This was nice.
Great show.
We need to do this again. This was
great show. I love it. I love it. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna come invade your shit too. Yeah.
Let's do it. Look. The floor is open. Whenever y'all want to come on, let's do it.
Yeah, because we might look Thursday. I might have to go out of town, so I said, well, let's all team up on sports overtime night.
Yeah, that's
cool. See who's available.
But
I get all of us right here. I like to get everybody right here.
All five of us.
But I do want to thank y'all.
It's like a fist.
Yeah, I do want to thank y'all for not bringing up the damn Pelicans tonight, because
Don't get Teddy riled up. Mike, don't get Teddy riled up.
I ain't gonna say what finger we each on, but I wonder who this one is. Mike!
Hey, bro, what's wrong with your finger, so? It look like a crooked. Boy, your finger look crooked like a roach leg. crooked like a road flag.
That's good enough for your hand.
It looks great.
Oh, silly, man.
But anyway,
What you
man,
say?
we-
Hold on. Who said something?
Shout out to all y'all on Tell It Like It Is.
Who said
Shout
something?
out
Who
to
said something about the
everybody.
Pelicans? Who said something about these Pelicans?
Y'all have a good night. I enjoyed the show. I enjoyed the show.
Element.
Y'all have a good night. Y'all have a good night. I'm
Element.
not going there tonight.
All right.
I
Hey,
just
we done
want to
did a
know
strong 2 hours.
I just want to know one thing. When that fat ass boy coming back to play? When he coming back? Huh?
Cornbread.
Huh? Stealing money with his fat ass. Zion.
Cornbread.
I'm gonna
Mike.
call his ass Zebra Cakes. That's what I'm gonna call him. Zebra Cakes.
Thank you,
But zebra cakes used to be rolling, by the way.
That's what I'm gonna call
Zebra
him.
cakes
Fat
be
ass.
rolling.
You stealing money. You know your ass don't want to be there. That's what you doing.
Zebra
You
cakes
stealing money.
do
That's what you
be rolling.
Did you see Brandon Eagle? Man?
Zebra cakes are good, right?
Motherfucking dollars. For what? For what?
All right.
For what? What are
Mike.
he doing? What are he doing?
Mike.
For what?
Mike, you're right. Mike,
What the
say,
hell?
bro, you know Zion been ordering whole pizzas under a fake name and having them coming to his
You better stop this shit.
condo.
You better stop it. You better stop this shit.
Man, that man ain't no ordering. Why you ordering?
And you gonna fucking hard with it. I told y'all really ain't no shit.
Mike
Really
called
ain't shit.
Mike called them zebra cakes, dog.
I like that. Zebra cake.
Zebra Cake Williamson. That was his ass
Zebra
there.
cake. Zebra cake Williamson. He has
That
been
was his
named.
ass there. Zebra
I
Cake Williamson.
I was calling him cornbread. Now we're gonna go with zebra cake
Fat
in your
ass.
honor, Mike.
Fat ass. You fat ass. You fat ass.
Oh, Lord.
Oh my God.
Hey, I'm
Alabama,
gonna
you
tell
bastard.
Mike, I'm gonna tell you a funny story real quick before we go off.
No
Don't
story.
you tell me nothing. Don't tell me nothing. Don't you tell me nothing. Because you did this shit to me. You should have worn that damn shirt.
And y'all
You know
gonna
what y'all
make my Rona act up.
You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. Wear that damn shirt.
We know Mike ain't got COVID. His lungs is working perfect.
God.
I beg to differ.
That was the news.
Look at
I
that
wanted to
zebra
tell
cake.
y'all. But shit. Hey,
Look at
COVID
that
ain't
zebra.
gonna fuck with Mike. COVID ain't gonna fuck with Mike. This motherfucker great. COVID say fuck that. I ain't fucking with that
I
dude.
kick COVID ass. Unlike zebra cake fat ass.
This dude.
Oh.
This
Next
dude
has got. Hey.
he said, guess what, soul? COVID got me.
Next has got.
Sick.
Say, bro, next time I come on this
Next
show,
his goddamn ankle. His goddamn ankle. His damn ankle hurt. And better than that. Wear that shit. You're fucking with me. Because you're fucking with me. You're fucking with me.
Hey, y'all see
That's what
that
you're
dude right
doing.
there?
That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing.
Hold up, Mike. Y'all see that dude on the screen, Terrell Smith? He's a good friend of mine. He used to work for Cox Cable. He's retired, but he's a good family man, a wholesome guy, a spiritual guy, church going, good family man, bro. And I just want to give a shout out to my boy T. Been a good friend of mine.
I need you to say, I'm definitely gonna need you to say a prayer for me because Nathan's wrong for this shit. Gonna break up the damn Pelicans. He know he's wrong for this shit. And Teddy G, I'm on your ass like a hemorrhoid because you didn't have to say that shit.
Thank you, T.
I'm on your ass. I'm on your ass. You know you really should have said that.
All right, Mike, look, I helped you out. Look.
No, you didn't.
Look.
No, you didn't.
The Pelicans on a 5-game win streak, my brother.
I take that.
You ain't even been paying attention. So I'm gonna let you know right here. I'm gonna tell you right now. I said no. Wait.
Stop the show.
Bro.
Stop the show.
Don't
Stop
say
the show.
nothing else.
This ain't good for my health. So
Don't say nothing else about no Willie Green.
I'm driving the show. I'm driving. Stop the damn show right now. Stop the show.
All right,
Don't
man.
say. I'm not gonna let you say nothing else about Willie Green.
Down rest, bro.
You're not gonna talk.
Ain't shit.
You're not gonna talk about no Willie Green.
He ain't shit. You know he ain't shit.
You're not gonna talk about no Willie Green, boy.
He don't know shit. Going like them elementary ass AU fucking played. He fuck shit water. And you know he ass juice. Straight ass juice. Trash. Fucking trash.
You haven't even watched the games, Mike.
Ain't no way. He fucking shit water. He fucking shit. Trash. Fucking trash.
You haven't even watched the game, Mike.
How you think I watch the game? I got a whole team in here. I watch them sons of bitches every chance I get.
Because you would not talk about Willie Green if you watched the game, sir.
You
Okay?
know Willie Green ain't worth the goddamn smell off a fucking horseshoe. He fucking shit water. Trash. They should have never hired that motherfucker.
Who did you want the Pelicans to hire?
I want fucking Mark Jackson, goddammit. And I've been coming
You want Mark
for over 10 years now.
Mark Jackson? I'm checking out. Y'all haven't? That boy said Mark Jackson. Boy, you know you wild. You wild Magnolia, boy. You wild Magnolia for that one.
Mark fucking Jackson. Mark Jackson. Yes.
Man, I'm out,
Yes.
Hey, y'all. Hey, I just want to say, bro, you know, and tell it like it is. It's nothing personal. Straight biz. We'll see you next time on Tell It Like It Is. And before I finish my rhyme, we'll see you on Sports Overtime.
In the goddamn show.
Yeah.
In the goddamn show. In the goddamn show. In the goddamn show. Give me his goddamn phone number so I can cuss his ass out.
Let's go out with some music.
Give me his goddamn phone number because I'm going to call him and cuss his ass out. That's what I'm going to do. Because you know what he was doing. You know exactly what the hell he was doing. You should never bring them some bitches up. You know you should have brought them damn motherfuckers up. They ain't shit. And I don't like all this fucking talent. It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous.
Mike, you going to raise your pressure.
That's fucking stupid. This is fucking hell. I'm the fucking 500 for the past 5 fucking years. I can't take this shit no more.
Man, I'm out, man. I see my boy.
We ain't gonna never keep no fucking talent in fucking New Orleans. It's a damn shame. Gal, if you listen to me, damn it. If you listen to me, you better sell the goddamn team now. Because we ain't gonna never keep shit. Nothing.
All right, everybody. Everybody have a good night.
No, we ain't gonna keep shit. It's a damn shame we lost fucking.
We love you, Mike.
We lost it all.
Living a dream, come on. Only in New Orleans. Saints our favorite team. Who that on the scene for show and no. Living a dream.
Before we end the song, let me put it on your mind. My New Orleans Saints get it right on time. Our main objective, put a winner on the field. Let me tell you, Saints fans, the struggle is real. Win, lose, or draw, we by their side. Our Saints are the bus that we gon' ride all the way to the Super Bowl. Look around, all you see is black and gold. We love our team, young and old. Die hard Saints fans like the king and soul. I'm yelling, who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that say they gon' beat my Saints? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that say they gon' beat them Saints? We that. We that. We that.